Alright, yo, what's up? My name's Petrowski, and today we're here to cover another PokeMMO catching event. You guys know the drill. If this is your first catch event, I do have two important links down in the description for you. One is how to enter a catch event, how to submit your Pokemon, how to store your Pokemon, any sort of major details you might have questions about. Check that out if you have any questions about a catch event. The second one is how to prepare for a catch event. If you've never been to a catch event, how to get a catching Pokemon, how to get Pokeballs, what Pokeballs you might need, synchronize Pokemon, any sort of other tools you might need to excel in a catch event. Now, it looks like today we're looking at a Dwebble themed catch event. I really like this art. It's honestly pretty high quality and pretty cool. But let's go ahead and get into the actual details of the event. This one will be taking place on Tuesday, the 20th of September, 2022 at 6 p.m. UTC, 2 p.m. ET. Pretty nice time zone for me. 3 p.m. BRT. You're going to be at Route 18 in Unova, pretty specific location. You're only going to have 1 hour to catch as many Dwebble, Scraggy, and Watchog as possible. So three possible options, three possible entries, or one entry, but three possible Pokemon to be catch for entry. Sorry, I'm probably confusing you guys. You're going to have 1 hour to catch as many of those Pokemon as possible, and then 10 minutes after that hour is up to submit one Pokemon as your entry. The scoring is as per usual, total sum of IVs plus species bonus plus nature bonus. The species bonus for this event is going to be +3 for Dwebble, and then Scraggy and Watchog are both neutral. Nature bonus is +3 for Jolly and -3 for Modest. Probably not worth bringing a synchronized Pokemon to this catch event since these Pokemon are probably going to be quite common catches. Synchronized Pokemon are not worth it when you have to constantly switch between your lead synchronized Pokemon to your catching Pokemon, because that loses you a lot of time in battles. So that's where that decision comes from of whether it'll be worth it or not. Essentially, if you're catching a lot of Pokemon, synchronized isn't usually worth it. But if you're not catching very many Pokemon, if it's like a very rare or a rare encounter only, like let's say they were to do like a Beldum catching event and you could only catch Beldum, that's a time where it would be worth to use synchronized. But anyways, moving on to the general rules, which are the same for every single catch event. So I'm going to brush through them pretty quickly, but if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments down below or hit up that guide video I talked about earlier. To win first through third place, that is sort of from highest to lowest, you need to spin an entry that scores the highest. To win fourth place, you'd have to spin an entry that scores the lowest only. You can only submit one Pokemon as an entry, so you can only go for one placement. Players can enter the event with only one account/character. All Pokemon must be caught within the event time and at the event location. That's the whole point of a catch event. All Pokemon must remain unchanged, untrained, and unevolved. Keep track of this. Don't accidentally evolve your Pokemon. Evolved or unevolved forms of this Pokemon will not be accepted as a valid entry. A really good example of this is if you were to catch a Patrat and evolve it into a Watchog and try to submit that, that would actually not work. That would be an invalid entry. You must be the OT of the Pokemon, which just means you're the one who caught it. You must link your entry to any participating staff member via Whisper to submit it. The staff members for this event are Baketa, Cosmooth, and Zach C. Thank you to those guys for hosting and for managing the catch event. It's not an easy task. Keep the Pokemon in your team until results. Now, this is an important new rule or semi-new rule that they've started putting into the rules, and I'm really happy to see that because you have to have the Pokemon in your party until results are tallied, because if they try to click on that Pokemon to check your score and the Pokemon is no longer in your party, they cannot bring up the screen. They cannot bring up the summary page. So for them to actually have your Pokemon be clickable, it has to be in your party. In the event of a tie, the winner will be determined by earliest catch time. This happens a lot more often than you would think, and it's not just for the winner, like first place winner. It's for third place, second place, fourth place. Anything is decided by a tie. Now, don't click off yet. It's not a non-shiny prize. For whatever reason, there's actually a little bit of a mistake here. It says gift shiny Dwebble, but I believe, and maybe I'm wrong, I believe this is the non-shiny Sprite. I'm pretty sure there's more going on with maybe I'm totally mistaken. I might have to check in game. I believe the shiny Dwebble Sprite is a little more different than this. I know the Crustal Sprite is very, very different, a very stark green color going on there. But yeah, it is a shiny prize, but it doesn't have the correct Sprite for whatever reason. Your choice of nature, 2 moves, 3 selectable IVs, plus 3 times 28 in the other IVs. Now, competitive Crustal is a really, really cool Pokemon. I actually started making a competitive Crustal really recently, which is really funny. They're doing this event now. You want to go something like Adamant or Jolly. Crustal is a really, really fun shell smashing Pokemon that is super forgotten about and super underrated in NU, and I honestly really recommend trying him out. He's almost similar to Cloyster of NU, but obviously a lot less powerful than Cloyster, with a slightly less good, but his coverage is really interesting. So the fact that he is a bug rock type makes for really interesting coverage. He actually hits things like Slowking with his bug type attacks, things like Absol and like what else? Alakazam now. A lot of really important targets he can hit really well. as well as having access to Rock Blast and stuff like that. He actually has a lot of pretty good coverage in the tier, and it's a pretty interesting Pokemon. You definitely want to go something like, I don't know what 2 egg moves he has to worry about, but his moveset will generally be something like Shell Smash, X-Scissor, or some sort of other, X-Scissor, Rock Blast, and then I don't know what 4th slot you go. I think I was still deciding that. You could go like, I don't know if it has access to, if it has something like EQ, it might be good, but it depends what he has access to. I think it might have like a water type move, which might honestly be pretty relevant, but we'll see. The 4th move slot is pretty up for debate, but you're only picking 2 moves here. Adamant or Jolly Nature for sure. 3 selectable IVs, really simple. You definitely want 31 attack. You definitely want 31 speed. And I guess you probably just go 31 HP or defense. I can't remember the base defense stats off the top of my head. 3 times 28 in the other stats. Now, you also get 1,000 reward points. I know I just rambled on about the competitive build for Crustle for a while, but people have been asking me about that, so I want to start including that a little more in the catch events. 500 RP for 2nd place, and 3rd and 4th place will both get 250 RP. If you guys like seeing me talk about the competitive builds of these Pokemon, let me know in the comments down below, or like the video to tell me. It's really important you guys tell me what kind of content you guys enjoy. I always appreciate it. So like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't. That's totally okay as well. Leave comments, feedback, concern, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. I think a lot of people don't realize they're not subscribed to me, but may watch my content. Only 38% of my viewers are subscribed. There's also a Discord link down below to join a really cool community and see whenever I'm live streaming here on YouTube or whenever new videos are uploaded. And there's also financial links down below if you obviously want to go above and beyond and support the channel, but it's never asked for, it's asked for. It's never needed, never required, but I do appreciate it. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you later. Best of luck in the Dwebble catching event.